If you're looking for the best Bluetooth speakers for Apple TV, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Naim Mu-so QB 2nd Generation. It's that gorgeous rotary volume dial with touchscreen controls in the center. Though this illuminated version is also now in its 2nd generation, and there are physical connections for USB, optical S/PDIF, aux-in and wired internet. The latter we'd recommend for a stable connection, though there is onboard Wi-Fi as well. But it's what happens inside that leads to this wireless speaker becoming so exceptional. Remove the grill and you'll find a 3-way stereo speaker combination with upgraded and optimized mid-range and bass drive units, all powered by a total of 300 W of amplification. The single bass driver fires directly forwards, while its pair of tweeters and mid-range drivers are angled outwards for wider dispersion and a more spacious soundstage overall. You won't be short of streaming options either, thanks to the vast array of features included here. There is now Chromecast built in an Apple AirPlay 2 alongside Bluetooth for streaming from a device, as well as Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, Roon Ready, and Internet Radio. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Audio Pro Addon C10 MkII. The 2021 update, sensibly titled MkII to the 3-time award-winning Audio Pro C10, below adds AirPlay 2 and Google Cast to complete a multi-room home run and snaps up a What Hi-Fi 2021 award to boot. When we tested its older sibling, we pitted it against models almost double its price and found it better than. We're happy to report that it's still the case today. If $500 is your maximum budget, you'll be hard-pressed to find a speaker that comes close to the Audio Pro C10 MkII. We sort of miss the fun leather handle and the sonic presentation of the original, but we can't argue with 3 options for multi-room streaming: AirPlay 2, Google Chromecast, and Audio Pro's own slick and functional app, or the leveled-up grippy bass and improved high-fidelity performance. The number 3 position is held by Audio Pro Addon C10. Audio Pro currently makes some of the best wireless speakers on the market, and the Addon C10 is another impressive award-winning model, even if it has been superseded by the MkII above. Connectivity is among the most thorough you can expect at the money, with AirPlay joined by the option of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, plus aux and RCA inputs. It has all the major music streaming services, including Spotify, Tidal, and Kabas. Despite being heavier set, the Addon C10's connectivity diet is the same as the rest of Audio Pro's multi-room family. You can feed it via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, and AirPlay, as well as through its physical inputs for aux and RCA. There's also the benefit of Spotify Connect, but we'd be more inclined to use the Audio Pro Control app, where you'll be able to set up multi-room facilities for all the C-Series products. However, it's just as intuitive for a single speaker, offering easy access to a number of major streaming services, including Spotify, Tidal, and Kabas. Next at number 4, we have JBL Link Portable. The market is full to bursting with portable Bluetooth speakers in the sub-piece 150 bracket. But not all of them have the JBL Link Portable's neat features, which include hands-free voice assistance, a charger cradle, wireless streaming via Wi-Fi, and, most importantly, Apple AirPlay 2. An IP7 rating means it's fully waterproof to a depth of 1 meter for up to 30 minutes, and JBL claims that once fully charged, which takes a maximum of 3.5 hours, you'll get 8 hours of wireless music out of it. As well as the USB-C cradle, there's a USB-C charging port on the lower spine of the Link Portable in case you don't feel like packing the cradle for an overnight trip. Sound-wise, it has oodles of detail for a speaker of its size, and an expansive mix with everything present, including bass, provided you have a solid surface at home and you're not looking to daisy-chain it with another JBL speaker. It has a lot going for it. The number 5 position is held by Apple HomePod Mini. The HomePod Mini really is Spacious. At just 8.4 cm tall and 9.8 cm wide, it's quite a bit smaller than the similarly spherical new Echo. In fact, it's even dwarfed by the new Echo Dot. Get its swirling orb of colored light up and running when Siri is listening or processing though, and you realize you got a classy performer on your hands. It goes loud, too. From the moment we start playing music, it's clear that the HomePod Mini comfortably outperforms its size and price, quite frankly embarrassing its direct competition with the sophistication and maturity of its sound. Siri is your voice assistant, and after a short period of learning, it'll respond to the phrase, "Hey Siri, play something I like," not by streaming your most played track of the last few weeks, but by playing something that you may have never listened to before but is a good fit for what you often do listen to. It's a really powerful way to discover new music, and Alexa is nowhere near as good at it. The number 6 position is dominated by Bowers and Wilkins Formation Wedge. To say that Bowers and Wilkins Formation Wedge is simply a much-needed update of the company's highly successful Zeppelin is to do it a disservice. The Formation Wedge is part of B&W's Formation series. It's a standalone wireless speaker, but is also optimized for multi-room and integration with other Formation series models, such as the excellent B&W Formation Dual Active Stereo speakers. Formation products feature B&W's proprietary wireless mesh system, which partners with your home Wi-Fi but works independently to enable high-res streaming and a basically imperceptible 1 microsecond sync between speakers. The Wedge supports 24-bit/96K HC high-res audio, too. There's a 3-way driver configuration under the silky, honeycomb-like shell. 2.5mm double-dome decoupled aluminum tweeters on B&W 600 series sit top right and top left, with 40 W of amplification apiece. Underneath each of those is a 9mm mid-range driver, similarly amplified by 40 W, and in the middle a 15mm. 80 W subwoofer brings the driver total to 5, and the amplification up to 240 W. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Naim Mu-so 2. Such is the breadth of choice when it comes to AirPlay speakers, you can spend under $100 or well over $1,000. Take the Naim Mu-so 2. Its extensive feature set includes all manner of wireless streaming technologies such as AirPlay 2 and Chromecast. Streaming services like Tidal and Spotify are also supported, as is high-res audio to the tune of 24-bit/88 HC. It's not just about streaming, though, with a HDMI ARC input allowing you to hook up a TV and boost its sound at the same time. Put it side by side with the original Mu-so, and the two near-identical aluminum boxes may lead you to initially dismiss this as a soft update. But to judge the Mu-so 2 by its cover would be to undermine the progression it brings to the Mu-so line. According to Naim, 95% of the Mu-so 2 is new drive units, digital signal processing, connectivity, and cabinet. The Naim looks like a premium speaker, and it sounds like one too, with a rich, confident sound, packed full of detail and delivered with immense rhythmic drive. Bass is plentiful and of a high quality. If your budget allows, you'll be suitably impressed. The number 8 position is held by Sonos One. The Sonos One, the first ever Sonos smart speaker, was launched amid a mass of brand new clever speakers in 2017 as Apple, Amazon, Google, and more all got and won the AI action with its HomePod, Echo, and Home offerings respectively. But these were all speakers made by companies that are smart, but not first and foremost experts in audio. That's why, for hi-fi fans, the more recent trend for audio companies licensing smart technology is much more interesting. Overall, the One blends into its surroundings even more effectively than its predecessor. Things have changed on the top plate, where the 3 buttons of the Play One have been replaced by a touch-sensitive panel decorated with a circle of tiny, white LED and symbols. These represent play/pause, the microphone, and Sonos's now familiar context-sensitive actions, while the white LED illustrate whether voice control is switched on. The Sonos One launched only supporting Amazon Music with voice control, but has since added Spotify, Deezer, TuneIn, YouTube Music, Apple Music, and Audible into the voice control mix, which is very welcome. Next at number 9, we have Pro Addon C3. Pro Addon C3 is basically the multi-room, Wi-Fi version of the Addon T3, and it sits below the bigger, also award-winning Addon C10 MkII in the company's lineup. From the front it looks almost identical, the 9mm woofer splitting a pair of 75mm tweeters in what we've affectionately dubbed AudioPro's koala configuration of. The coal black finish doesn't show the furry association quite as well as Arctic White or Storm Gray. The dimensions are identical as you jump from T3 to C3, and they also share the sophisticated design touches we've come to appreciate from AudioPro. The textured surfaces and embossed leather carry handle are very grown up for a wireless speaker at this sort of price. The Audio Pro is a neat package with attractive proportions. It's properly portable, but couldn't really be described as light enough to be carted around in a rucksack all day. The Addon C3 is probably more suited to positioning on a patio, installing in a holiday home, or placing on a desktop. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Audio Pro Drumfire. Although we're prepared to give it some good-natured ribbing for an aesthetic that abandons the trend of other Audio Pro speakers, the Drumfire is put together very well. The big bottom portion of the Drumfire houses a 20-ohm subwoofer powered by a 200W Class D amplifier to pump bass into the room, and you can hear it. If you want a seriously powerful, seriously impressive sound, then look no further. You get plenty of volume and weight, but don't be thinking the speaker can also do subtle. It's a highly accomplished wireless speaker. Whatever you throw at it, add in multi-room connectivity and the option to extend the Audio Pro family, and you have an enticing, excellent high-end speaker. That's all for today. We upload tech product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.